boxing manager and promoter, talking with Floyd Mayweather Sr., in my opinion, the king of boxing. A king, and his son is a king. He is boxing. I think they're boxing royalty. So let me ask you this. How are you feeling about where Floyd is right now for this fight, in terms of his training?
I feel like Floyd is right at the top, at the peak of the game. I think he's right where he should be right now.
And are you satisfied with the way his training is going right now?
I'm very satisfied. Yes.
Were you okay with the catch weight? I was a little surprised by that.
I didn't like the catch weight.
I didn't either.
I didn't like the catch weight because, first of all, a guy fighting at 154 pounds, anything, you're making take the weight off, and at least if you're gonna be 147 pounds, you at least make it take off 150 at least.
Right, so you would have been okay with 150.
That would have been good, but first of all, my thing is I believe in people making their weight. If it's a certain weight that you're fighting at, how you gonna take a title at a division when you talk about changing numbers?
Exactly.
When you change the numbers, you're changing the game. So, to me, even if he won Little Floyd's title, Little Floyd been champion in the junior middleweight at least twice. He beat Colo and he beat De La Hoya. And them was two junior middleweight titles he won, which is 154 pounds. It was never none of that stuff, and neither one of them fights about weight division. You gotta come up in weight or go down in weight. They fought at the weight they want to fight at.
To me, and maybe I'm partial because I love Floyd so much, all the Mayweathers, I feel your family to me. Don't you think that, to me, since Floyd is Floyd, they could have fought at 147? To me, Floyd should dictate the weight. What do you think?
Well, if Floyd could dictate all he wants to, if that boy was to get down to 47, the boy would be dead. I'm just telling you that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to tell you, that's why they talk about a catch weight, because they really can't make the weight.
Right.
And when he do make this weight, believe me, he's gonna be dehydrated.
And when he actually comes into the ring, like the night of the fight, what do you think he's gonna weigh? At least what?
That Saturday night when they supposed to weigh in, he better be weighing 152. He better be weighing 152 pounds, or either it's a contract in there that's going to take some of his benefits.
Oh, that's good.
If he ain't on time, it's gonna take some big benefits from him.
Is this fight in your mind as exciting or as important as the Pacquiao fight would have been?
I would say so. The only reason I'm saying so is that the world, the whole world right now, in 3 days, all the tickets was gone.
Amazing.
So I'm just saying that I don't see what Pacquiao thing could have did no better.
Exactly.
If it did a day or two or three or whatever, it's the same type of fight. I mean, it's a great fight.
Now, I was talking with some people the other day who said, well, we think that maybe they should resurrect the Pacquiao fight and maybe something should happen even after what happened with Marquez. If they were to ever fight, do you even care if they fight?
To be honest, I'm going to be honest, I already know the fuck with Pacquiao anyway.
So it's no big deal to you whether they do or don't?
It's not a big deal because everybody in the world thought Pacquiao could whoop Floyd. He went and got his ass knocked out. He got knocked out with a guy that Floyd beat square around like a baby.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just saying, this guy that went there around.
You know what else people wonder? When your son was fighting Oscar De La Hoya,
right?
People were saying if you had been in Oscar's corner, maybe he would have done better. Do you think he would have done better if you had been in his corner?
I'm gonna be honest with you, yes.
You think he would have done better?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the only reason I'm saying that is because I'd have kept Oscar got a hell of a left hook. I would have kept Oscar using the jab, but you know, I don't want to tell you.
And I know nobody understands either of them quite like you do. Let me ask you this also.
My thing is that I think that if it had to come to something like that, I'm always feeling that I'm the best coach to do the job. So of course, I think the job would have been better, but it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen.
Exactly. You know, I'm thrilled that you and your son are back together again. If when you came back immediately, if Floyd had done really not well at all the first time you got back, do you think people would have blamed you?
Of course. and you know, me and my son got a much, you know,
like a really close bond.
We had an argument, but I'm just saying the bond in boxing, as far as that goes, I don't want to tell him everything. I don't want to tell him how to fight. That's why he's in boxing today.
You know what Roger told me yesterday?
What?
He said, because we were talking, and he said, Gene, he said, my brother is the one that gave him the shoulder roll, because I thought Roger gave it to him. He said no. He said Floyd Sr. gave him the shoulder roll.
That's
Floyd
correct.
Sr. Yeah, he was.
Floyd Sr. gave him everything.
Oh, now check this out.
It's the truth.
When Guerrero's dad wanted to fight you, my daughter said, I don't care about Floyd and the son. I want to see Floyd Sr. with the dad. She says, I want a ticket to see the dads fight. What would have happened if you had fought the dad?
Well, I wanted that fight for real.
You would have fought it. So what would have happened if you had actually done it?
I would have stretched him. I mean, stretched him like
how?
Like being in the casket.
Oh my gosh! Oh, and I said, Ava, I said nobody's gonna sanction that fight. And I said, do you think people buy tickets? She said, I'd be the first person to buy it. I would be the first.
That would be right on, and you could be the only one in the audience looking at it, because I'm telling you, you'd see the best fight in the world.
I was so amazed.
And you can tell the people, y'all see Floyd and Guerrero? Well, look, I seen Floyd and the Senior.
Okay, so do you feel, as I do, that the Mayweathers are the first family of boxing royalty? Boxing royalty, the first family of all of it. What do you say?
Well, I would say yeah. I would have to say yes, because it's true.
It is true.
And you know, you had a few people that was boxing. You had the Spink brothers. There were two of them, but you know, it was Michael and
Leon.
Yeah, but all of us brothers, we was fighting, and a nephew. It was three brothers was fighting. Three brothers. Roger won 2 world titles. Roger won 2 world titles. My brother Jeff was a world contender, and I was #1 in the world contender. And you know, I got shot with a 20-gauge shotgun.
Gosh, I didn't know that. I thought I'd heard everything. I did not know that.
Yeah, I got shot. Matter of fact, I was holding my son when I got shot.
Holding Floyd?
Yep. Floyd shot me.
Not an uncle that I know.
Huh?
Not an uncle that I know. Not an uncle that I don't know. I mean, not Roger or Jeff.
No, not one of my family members.
Oh, okay.
You know, the girl I had the baby by, my brother shot.
Oh, okay. Thank God you didn't die.
Well, you know, my leg got all blew off, but
oh my God.
you know, I came back and I got myself together. I ran a couple marathons, and as you see me today, I'm very physical.
Yeah, you know, boxing fans, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but he looks 10 years younger, at least, than he looks when you see him on TV. His skin is gorgeous, it's clear, he's fit. I'm in his face. He looks at least 10 years younger than you probably think he looks. He looks really good. He's very fit. So, is there anything, well, let me ask, are you surprised at your son's success? Are you surprised at all?
No, not at all. I am not at all.
Not at all? Not even at this level?
Look at me, let me tell you something. I told everybody all the time. I told him he's gonna be the greatest fighter in the world.
Now, how old was he when you said that? How old? Like when he was really young, you could see it?
When he was a baby, I could see it a long time ago. Anybody will tell you, that's why I let him come up here. Matter of fact, look at, let me tell you something. My son won about 4 or 5 national titles. People gonna just win titles like that. My son won them titles when he was a baby. He was 16 years old. He went in there and beat 2 24-year-olds, and he beat the other guy that went to the Olympics with him. He beat him. You know, I'm just saying he's a.
So you're not surprised at all?
No.
And also, boxing fans, I want you to know that we are in the Floyd Mayweather boxing gym. Floyd just finished training, and oh my God, I thought it was so exciting because I like seeing everything. I love, particularly the sparring. I really love the sparring.
Well, that's one of the things we pretty much see every day, but you don't see it every day.
You don't see it like that.
You don't see it. Well.
No, I mean with all other boxers is what I'm saying. You know, I think it's more exciting. And what do you?
Some days, you know, which is understandable, but some days when you're in there, some days you're gonna box 2 or 3 of them. So he got a number of fighters that he can fight at least. He got about 7 or 8 fighters.
Anytime he chooses to, as far as he wants to.
Yes.
You know, he reminded me of Muhammad Ali today in that he was like in a really good mood and he was so happy and, you know, talking with the children and all of that. When I was in Muhammad Ali's Deer Lake camp, Ali would jump around and, you know, laugh and be happy. But one of the things that I've noticed from being around boxers, legends, you know, Muhammad Ali, Tommy Hearns, all of them, sometimes they come in and they're like in a zone and it's like they see nothing on the left or the right. When you were training as a boxer, how were you? Were you laughing? Were you in a zone? Where were you? Like in the bubble?
Well, I guess my brothers, I mean, my son is something like me. My son sees me in the gym all the time, fighting, you know, and boxing and stuff. So my son got a lot of things from me. You know, I can show you. I can show you fights of me when I was doing the shoulder roll. You know, that's where I'm from.
Where'd you get that shoulder roll?
I got that from one of my old trainers, Dale Williams. He's passed on now, but he was one of my old coaches that gave me that, and I did it, and was very successful with it. Matter of fact, I would have whooped Leonard with it, but you know, I fought a guy that Leonard beat a guy named Art McKnight. Then I turned around and fought the guy after Leonard beat him. And I beat him, and I got a hairline fracture in my hand.
Oh my.
So that's what happened with me when I was fighting Leonard. I fought Leonard with a hairline fracture. And, you know, and...
Were you aware when you fractured it that you had?
Oh yeah, I found out that I'd messed it up, and you know, my manager told me he was going to get me a shot in my hand. He never did. So, like I said, he's a piss poor manager. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. He's a piss poor manager, and you know, he wasn't no good for himself, to tell you the truth. A lot of stuff he did.
Well, you know, it happens like that. Some managers are...
Well, you know, some of them, they don't care. You know,
No, they don't.
It's all about them. See,
Exactly.
because when I fought Leonard, I got $12,000.
My goodness.
I got $12,000, and I gave him half of it.
The 50%. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And he wasn't even your trainer. He was just the manager.
He was the manager. So I'm here to tell you right now that the Lord is good. I mean, I'm a wealthy man now. I'm not even worried about money no more or anything like that. So, you know, I'm just telling you that the Lord is good.
Yes, he is. He's really, really good. And I love, you know, what I'm seeing in the ring and what I'm seeing from your family. And in my mind, I tell people, you're the first family of boxing. And one of the things that I was in a boxing match last night, verbally.
Well, you can do verbal stuff too.
Let me tell you something. A guy was
Did you win that battle?
Hey, but did I win?
All right, I got to hear that.
Look, I sliced him up in a million pieces. He was talking about Floyd and what? Oh yeah. And I said mistake.
I should get that.
I said mistake. And I said, and he said, I'm a professional gambler and I know this and I know that. I said, I'm a professional boxing person and I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I was slicing him and slicing him. I sliced him so much he had to leave. I do it a lot though. Is there anything that you haven't done in boxing that you wish you had done?
My thing is I could have been champion.
Obviously, yes.
I wanted to be a champion. That's where I took up boxing to be a champion. I mean, I'm the first one that ever did it in the family. So, you know, everything came from me. It ain't about him. You know, everybody followed me. And the whole thing is that I wasn't successful because of, I would say mainly because of me getting shot with the 20 gauge shotgun.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So that, you know, I'm blessed to have a leg.
Oh my, yes you are.
You know, I mean, you know, it broke my leg. Then doctor them said they're gonna take my leg off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, then
Did you believe they were going to take it off?
Yeah, I believe it.
No, I thought maybe you were thinking, no, but did they say you wouldn't be able to walk or something?
No, never said that.
Okay.
But then again, they came back. They came back after, you know, going through surgery, because I had 5 surgeries.
Oh my gosh.
5 surgeries on my leg. So they said, they came back and told me that we're going to be able to, we think we can save the leg, and we think you're going to be all right.
I'm so happy.
I limped. And then, you know, like I said, before a year was up, I ran the marathon.
You did that just for yourself, to prove to yourself?
Look at it. It wasn't a marathon. It wasn't a 26-mile marathon. It was a marathon that was like 15.5 miles.
But that you ran 1 mile is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know what? When the fight's about to start, I mean, it's hard to. I mean, I'm like a cage lion. I'm so excited. And it's that first round. It's like, what for you is? Do you get the butterflies? Like, what's the most exciting part for you when Floyd's walking into the ring, after he gets in the ring, when they're doing the instructions, first round? What for you is the most exciting part?
The most exciting part is when it's over.
But going up to it, there's not any point at which you're like,
oh, well, I don't really feel for the Floyd that much. He's my son. But I know, don't get me wrong, I know anybody can get hit with a lucky punch or anything like that. Anything can happen. You know, so...
That's why boxing is so exciting, I think.
Yeah, well, it's very exciting. I think that would be the biggest thing to me when is when you're coming out.
Yes.
You coming out the dressing room and stuff. And
Oh, coming out the dressing room.
the jail and getting, you know, it's overwhelming.
For me, probably the most jittery for me is when the instructions are being read, because I know that right after those instructions, oh, and let me ask you this. There's a myth going around in boxing that says that the first round is the most important round because the person who gets off first with his punch probably will either have an advantage or win. What do you think of it? Is that true in your mind?
Nope.
It's just a myth, people. He would know. It's just a myth. Don't believe
That's
it.
all it is, because the Floyd sometimes let people have the first couple of rounds. And the Floyd usually, he usually figure them out. Some kind of way he figure them out. You know, the last Judah won about. You ever see it fight?
Look, I was wondering if I was going to ask you about that. When Roger jumped in the ring like Superman, what in the world what did you think when Roger jumped in like Superman? What did you think?
Hey, I can't tell you about that, but I'm saying that. You know,
yeah, I saw that fight.
That's where LaFleur beat him by the first. I think he beat LaFleur by the first 3-4 rounds before LaFleur started getting busy.
Were you concerned?
I'm just telling you the truth. I don't really get concerned about LaFleur. He didn't won enough fights now where he convinced me that it's gonna be down to the end with him.
Does it bother you for people to say, and I fight about this too verbally, Floyd was afraid of Pacquiao? I mean, I almost...
Oh, that's the biggest bullshit in the world.
Thank you so much. This has been an honor and a pleasure.
Okay.
I feel I'm here, boxing fans with family. Honestly, I feel so at home. At this, I feel like I'm at home, feel better in a boxing gym than I feel in a kitchen trying to cook.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yes, I love it. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you later.
Yeah.